Let's go.
Yeah, here we go now, baby. Welcome to the Covers MLB Best Bets program for Wednesday, July 2nd. The dog days of summer are officially here, so we say what's up to the big dogs and the little dogs too, especially you guys there in the live chat. So big show planned for you guys today. Of course, we see Derek here. We have the Bat X segment kicking off the program today. Then I have 4 best bets of my own. What is up, JPC Fourth, Milo, the guys in the live chat? I hope you guys are having a great day. Derek, how are you making out today?
Doing well. Full board today. Threw out a whole bunch on social earlier because we had too many to cram into a show. But we have five, ready to go for you guys today. So I'm excited.
Okay, no more small talk. Let's get right into the Wednesday action. If you are unfamiliar with the procedure, let me break it down for you. We start things off by telling you which sportsbook to go to. A little bit of jumping around today, nothing major. Then we tell you the game, the market, the team, the player, then, of course, the most important thing, the bet. Okay, so let's get right into it. Starting things off here with an afternoon game. We're starting things off today at DraftKings. The game that we are going to is Cards and Pirates. The market, one of my favorite markets, is the pitcher out recorded. The man that we are targeting, Sonny Gray. Derek, in our pre-show meeting, targeted 17.5 at plus 135. It's down to plus 130. What do you think of the number, Derek?
I think we're still fine there.
Okay, let's get a bit of a breakdown here.
Yeah, so, I mean, really, it's a guy who is a good pitcher, but doesn't really get a super long leash. Like, they'll just randomly pull him at 80 pitches sometimes. So instead of, like the 95 to 100 type of guy that he might profile as, he's treated as more of an 85 kind of guy. The number's good. The Bat X is projecting 16 outs here, about a 60% chance of not completing that 6th inning. And so if we're going to get plus 130 on it, we will take that.
Okay, next up, next bet. We are staying at DraftKings for this one. Some more, I think this is an afternoon game. A's versus Rays getting after it. Yeah, a 1:10 Eastern start there. Down in Florida. Another one of my favorite markets. This one I usually dip into. Vladdy Jr. came up big on Monday for me. Hitter hits, runs, and RBIs. We usually see the number set at 1.5 for a lot of guys, 2.5 for the really good ones. Aaron Judge at 2.5, by the way, for today. The hitter that we are targeting is Jake.
It looks like that's the alts, maybe. Do they have an over-under section?
Scroll all the way down. I'm familiar with this market. Yeah, they have the over-under section over at DK. Keep going. There we go. The man that we are targeting is Jake Magnum. If we can find him there.
Yeah, right there. Number's still there.
Yeah, the number is still there for us. We're going to go under the 1.5 for him, plus 120 odds. Why do you like this one, Derek?
I think there's big regression due for Mangum. He's hitting 314 right now, but he has a 362 BABIP, and that's craziness. Nobody has a 362 BABIP. You look on Fangraphs, you look at all the projection systems, they range from as low as 254. He has him at the Bat X has him at 262. Some other systems are like 270 or 280. So he's coming down. He's due for regression. And we're being offered the right number on this. The Bat X is projecting another one with about a 60% chance of hitting. We're getting plus 120 on it. And so we're getting good value.
Indeed. Okay. We'll give you guys a little bit more time with this one because we are jumping to another sports book. We headed over to Bet 3-6-5. How about my Toronto Blue Jays? Going to see if they can win 3 straight games against the Yankees here. That is the game that we are looking at. Jays, a game back in the AL East, by the way. The market that we are going to, the home run market. Derek will be targeting a man. I believe he hit a home run on Monday in this series. Jazz Chisholm. Number still there for us. Plus 475. What do you like about Chisholm today?
Market seems to be underpricing him a little bit, which is funny because early in the year with all the torpedo bat stuff, he was being overpriced. But it's kind of gone the other direction. I bet him the last 3 days, including today. Worked out nicely on Monday. Not as great yesterday. Going back to it today because the odds are still good on it. In a great power park, he's a guy with power. They're just giving us good odds for his chances of hitting a home run. We have this as a 21% chance of hitting, and so at 475, we're getting some good value.
Torpedo bats. I completely forgot about
that. I don't know if I've heard the word torpedo bat in like 2 months, but that's the reason why we're betting this, because he uses a torpedo bat.
Okay, yeah, that seemed like it was 2 years ago. Okay, we are staying at Bet365 for this next one. The game that we are targeting. Producer Mick all over it today. We have Angels down in Atlanta taking on the Braves. Market that Derek has been targeting quite a bit here, going back to last week at least. Hitter strikeouts. The man that we will be targeting back in the lineup. Steroid cheat. Let's call it what it is. Let's hope he can pass his next drug test. Jerickson Profar.
That is not even remotely close to what the line was before.
Yeah, this has moved significantly.
I mean, it showed a lot of value. They probably had it as plus odds when it should have been minus odds, so that would explain why it has been corrected.
Okay, yes. So, yeah, originally that was plus 145, but yeah, no interest in that one any further there, Profar. Okay, I guess what will be the fourth, hopefully, and final bet of the program here. We're off to Colorado, where the Houston Astros are in town. We are going to the hitter strikeout market once again. And the man that we will be targeting is, and the number is standing pat for us, Cooper Hummel, under half a strikeout, plus 150 odds. What do you like about this one?
Well, Hummel's a guy who has a really high strikeout rate this year, 34%, but it's only been 38 plate appearances. You look at what he's done in the minors, you look at his projections. He's not this high of a strikeout guy. He's more like a 25% strikeout guy, maybe even better than that. He's going into Coors Field, which reduces strikeouts. He's facing, I couldn't even tell you who's pitching for the Rockies today. But it's someone who doesn't strike anyone out because that's their entire team.
Austin Gomber.
Yeah, Gomber. So, not going to be a very high strikeout pitcher that he's facing. There is a good amount of pinch hit risk for him once the bullpen comes in behind Gomber. And so we're kind of looking at hopefully 2 or 3, at-bats in a strikeout suppressing environment, followed by a pinch hitter, which that would be the ideal way we draw this up.
Ethan in the live chat pointing out that Sonny Gray under now up to plus 150 over at Bet365. Wow. If you get that number, yeah, you might want to jump on that. Okay, so Derek, you're going to be back with us for the Bat X segment on the 4th of July, which is Friday, I believe. Always a great day of baseball. So we will look forward to chatting to you then. My best bet's coming right up. Derek, enjoy the rest of your day.
Yep, have a good one.
Indeed, there you have it. Okay, so my best bet's coming right up here, guys. The final time I'll say this, you might have missed the announcement last week that we're merging all of our baseball programming into one show 5 days a week. We're still going live at 9:15 Eastern. The Bat X segment's going to be 3 days a week. Then myself, Jingles, when he returns. and John Metler. We're going to be sharing our best bets on this show in this time slot as well. So I got four today. So let's get right into it. I'm not a big run line better here by any means. I think this is my first run line bet of this season, but I think it's a really good spot here to be back in the Chicago Cubs on their home field to cover that run line, -1.5, plus 134 odds. So significant edges everywhere, guys. Imanaga on the mound for the Cubs. He looked absolutely fantastic in his return to action last week. He allowed one total hit against the St. Louis Cardinals, 5 innings of work. Now he's taking on a Guardians offense that might be the worst in all of Major League Baseball here. Dead last in OPS on the road over the last month, 28th in OPS versus left-handed pitching over the last month, and just flat out ice cold lately. They are dead last in OPS over the last week against both righties and lefties. On the other side, the Cubs are baseball's hottest team versus right-handed pitching, first in OPS over the past 2 weeks against righties. They're facing Tanner Bybee, not so good on the road, an ERA of 4.96. Cleveland has lost 7 of his last 9 starts. Then look at the bullpens here. I think usually people associate the Guardians as a team that has a solid bullpen. Not lately. Their relievers have combined for a 6.75 ERA over the last 2 weeks. So let's go with the Chicago Cubs to cover the run line there on their home field. Let's stick in this game. I'm going to take Imanaga under 4.5. Hits allowed, -115 odds. So he might not have that long of a leash here today. I don't even think he reached 80 pitches in that game against the Cardinals in his return to action. As I said, he allowed just 1 hit in that game. He's only allowing a batting average of 198 on the season. The Guardians are hitting 161 over the last week with the fewest hits in Major League Baseball. They're ice cold here. They have a 188 average on the road versus left-handed pitching. So 2 big weaknesses for them, and they are 29th in hits per game in Major League Baseball. So Imanaga under 4.5 hits allowed. Okay, let's go to Colorado. I think an awesome spot here. Hunter Brown under 2.5 earned runs allowed. And yes, guys, I understand the game is at Coors Field. Yes, I understand the wind is blowing out a little bit, but I also understand that this number for Hunter Brown is usually set at 1.5. He has a 1.74 ERA. He's allowed 2 earned runs or less in 14 of his 16 starts this season, including in 6 straight starts. Also helping our case, the Rockies offense, ice cold. They had a decent little stretch here. Not lately here. Dead last in OPS over the last week versus right-handed pitching. Hitting 173 against righties in that span. 2 separate games at home against the Dodgers last week where they only scored a single run. You can't always be pounding the over at Coors Field. Odds makers do adjust for that, by the way. For what it's worth, in a start at home in Houston against the Rockies last season, Brown allowed 0 earned runs, 2 hits allowed in 6 innings of work. Okay, my fourth and final bet. Over 1,200 live viewers watching right now, by the way. Shout out to everybody in the live chat. Let's end things off in Arizona. Landon Roop on the mound here for the Giants. We're going to go under on his total outs recorded number 15.5. So he brings an ugly 4.56 road ERA into this game. He's gone under 15.5 outs in 7 of 10 road starts this season. And this is not a regular road start because he's taking on one of the best home offenses in all of Major League Baseball. The D-backs are second at home in OPS on the season. Pretty hot here lately. 7 or more runs scored in 3 of their last 5 games. 12 total runs scored in the first 2 games of this series. And the Giants bullpen should be ready to go early if called upon. Just 2 relievers used for them yesterday. So there you have it, my 4 best bets. 4 best bets from Derek as well. I forgot to do a little recap of his pick, so I will do that right now if you are joining. He went Sonny Gray under 17.5 outs. He gave it at a plus 135, but Ethan pointed out that that was up to plus 150 over at Bet365. Jake Magnum, he went under on his hits, runs, and RBIs of 1.5. Getting that at plus 120 over at DraftKings. Jazz Chisholm to hit a home run, plus 475 over at Bet365. And Cooper Hummel under a strikeout, plus 150 odds in Colorado against the Rockies. Okay, so that does it for today's edition of the Covers MLB Best Bets program. Going to be right back with you guys tomorrow, being joined by John Metler. Gary Sheffield Jr. will be here as well to break down all the big headlines in the sport. Thank you guys very much for joining today. Enjoy the games. Best of luck with your bets, and we will see you again tomorrow. Woo!
Go!